One of the marketing initiatives I'm working on this week is putting my application or my presentation outline to a whole bunch of different agencies in my area to book myself as a workshop presenter and or keynote speaker at upcoming events in the fall for business owners. So it's just one thing that I really want to do, and I have a really good strategy that I know is going to work. The challenge right now is getting in front of all these different places. And something really interesting happened yesterday. I called up one of the offices. It's in a city about an hour away from here, and I just talked to the one receptionist. I didn't actually speak to the person who makes the decision. So I spoke to the receptionist saying, here's what I have this presentation outline. I didn't really get a chance to even explain what it was about. She more just said, okay, she stopped me, what's your information? I'll pass it on to the person in charge and we'll get back to you. And I got an email late last night from the person in charge saying, we got your message, and thanks very much for offering to be a speaker. But at this time we're not interested because we have local people that talk about the same topic. And all I told them was that I was in internet marketing. I didn't even get to explain what my talk was about, and she was shooting me down right away without even knowing what I was planning to share with them. Like, they don't know it could be a totally different topic altogether. And so I had a choice to make. On one hand, I could say, all right, rejection, move on. For every 9 no's, you're going to get 1 yes, and you move on. But at the same time, I was kind of bothered because it's like, you don't know what I'm talking about yet. How can you possibly reject me? Plus, your job is to help small business owners give themselves the best opportunity for success. And what was really cool about that was that I noticed that because I was angry and kind of frustrated with the reaction, I could channel that into some positive action. What I did, instead of just ignoring the email and moving on, I responded back, not rudely, but very assertively, saying, I'd really appreciate the opportunity for me to at least explain what my presentation is about. And I kind of challenged her whole pitch on, I want to give those talks to local people because she doesn't know what my talk's about, for one. Two, I deal in internet business. There are a zillion topics to talk about. There's so much to learn. Collaboration is more important than isolation and either-or mentality. So I challenged her on those two fronts. I'm waiting to hear back. I have no idea what's going to happen. But what I liked about this whole process was that when you get rejected or when people immediately stop you in your tracks, they're just doing so because they're trained to do that. And I want to challenge you because this was something I needed to learn myself, and I'm still learning how to do this. I don't necessarily love the confrontation mentality, but I know it's important. It's something I got to do. When roadblocks get thrown up in your way, are they reasonable roadblocks, or do you need to challenge them? In some cases, you do need to walk away. Yes, I agree with that, especially if you've called on someone 4 or 5 times and they're just really telling you to go away. That's different. But in this case, they don't even know who I am. They don't even know what my idea is or what I'm proposing to them. And I switched it on her. I said, look, I can help you. The people you're trying to help, I can help. Plus the people that you're trying to protect from me coming in and stealing their business, I can help them too. I can boost their business. So it's a win-win-win all around. Why don't you consider at least giving me a call on the phone? I'll see what happens. I'll report back when I hear from her, if I hear from her at all. But challenge the people that throw roadblocks up in your way when they're unreasonable roadblocks, and see what happens, because it helps build your own confidence, help reinforces in your own mind that you know what you're talking about and you know that you're on the right track to sharing your ideas. See what happens, and let me know how you feel about this whole idea, this talk.